Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you to my channel. My name is Kaden Mazokere. I have a lot of titles. I'm a teacher, I'm an author, I'm a millionaire, and I just do a lot of things. I'm a businessman, I'm a YouTuber. There's so many things that I'm doing. Alright, so in this video, what I want to share with you guys is I got a lot of comments when I did one of my videos, and also when I talk to people in general, they say, but how you made your money? Okay, for me mostly it was my books. So many people are like, but we cannot write books like you can. So how do I get started? And then also some people say, but we don't have money, so how can we just start making money out of nothing? And what I want to share with you is something that I used to do. You can do it with anything else, but I did it with cars. Maybe it's because I love cars, and so you can do it with cell phones, anything that you enjoy. So what I used to do is way before I even had a car myself, I used to walk around in Sunnyside, because that's where I used to stay. So I'd walk around and just look for cars that are parked, and I'd look specifically for a car with a to sell sign, like someone is selling their car. So I'd see that and take the phone numbers. Then I'd call the person, the owner of that car, and in most cases the person parked the car and went inside the shop. And so what they'll tell me is, oh, okay, wait for me, I'm coming outside. So I'll give the person the impression that I am the one who wants to buy the car, and at that time I don't even have money. So what I'll do is I would ask questions that a buyer would ask. I'll take pictures. So I would go there ready to take pictures and all that, and I would look so interested, and the owner of the car would be so convinced that this guy is gonna call me and say, I'm coming to buy the car. So I would ask every single question that you probably need, like a prospective buyer would want those questions answered. For instance, I'll check the mileage. I'd see if all the windows are working, if the aircon is working. If it does have an aircon to begin with, I'd look, do the windows open electronically or you wind them? I'll check the engine, take pictures, take the interior, just take pictures of every single corner of that car, and I'll take every detail, everything. So after that, I'd go home and post the car on Junkmail. I'll post it on OLX, I'll post it on Gumtree, everywhere. And so I'll post the car, and then I start getting some phone calls. Someone asking, oh yeah, I see your car. Oh, let's say for instance, because okay, let me use this as this other example. There was a car that was selling for 40,000. That's what the owner wanted, and I posted that car for 50,000. And so someone would call and say, hey Karen, I see your car, is it still available? So I wouldn't say, let me check if it's still, no, because to that person I would want to pretend it's my car. So I'd say to the person, yes, it's still available. Then we talk. When I see that the person is really interested and the person wants to come and see the car, or the person wants to come and buy the car, something like that, I'd call the owner of the car and say, is that car still available? He says, yes, it is. And I say, oh yeah, I'm the guy you met. I explain. Now I become honest about everything, because there are people who are interested in buying. So I tell him, look, you want 40,000 for your car. I got a buyer. So I wouldn't tell the person that I posted the car away, because they'll probably go and do it themselves. Because in most cases what I noticed was people would walk around with the paper written on the window and so on. They probably don't know how to advertise the car online. So yeah, then the person who wants to buy would show interest, and then I tell the owner that yes, I really need someone wants the car. And so that person might take it for 45, because I'd give room for negotiation. And you want your 40,000, so you're going to get your 40,000. Or if I get a buyer and the buyer insists on 42, I'll try to negotiate with the owner of the car and try to make them agree to 38, so that I can make that 4,000. So whatever the case could be, one way or the other, if the car is going to get bought, I was certain I was going to make. Let's say someone really wants 40, then I'll talk to the owner of the car that, oh look, I found someone who wants 40, and obviously I want to make something out of it. Can you please agree to sell to me for 38 so that I sell for 40? And this person has probably been selling the car for too long, and 38,000 will be okay for him. And anyway, him telling me 40, normally would say a price and would give that room for negotiation. So that's normally the case. So yeah, then this guy came, and like I'm referring to that example I gave. Yeah, he came and he was so interested in buying the car, and then we spoke. So each time I would make sure that these two people do not talk to each other in my absence, because they would probably want to skip me, and it's tough out there. So I'd make sure that they don't get a chance to exchange numbers themselves. So they would know I'm the middleman, and that's how it is. I'm the one who brought you guys together. So you want a car, you're selling a car, I'm the middleman, so I'm going to make something out of it. So after that, I'll then I sold this car for 47,000, because the guy negotiated down by 3,000. The owner of the car doesn't say, oh no, but it's the 40,000. No, because he just wants his 40,000. But it hurt him when the guy paid the 47 and now he has to pay me the 7. He even wanted to say, but let's make it 42. I'm like, no, you told me you're selling your car for 40, so what's wrong? And so I think it was one of the easiest 7,000s I've made. Maybe not to this day, but at that time it was the easiest 7,000 I ever made. So there are other things, so many things that you can advertise online. You can, if my cousin does it with cell phones. People who know him thinks he has a shop, but he doesn't have a shop. So he has a shop that he knows where they have nice, original cell phones, and they just have them for cheap, because they go outside the country to buy themselves, so they can sell them at a lower price, not as much as the MTNs and all that. So my cousin has a relationship with these guys. So what he does is he posts these cell phones on Facebook Marketplace, you're everywhere, and he calls it Taku Electronics. So many people trust him. Anyway, we are trustworthy in our family. So they they come to him, they buy the cell phones. So what he does is, when someone says he wants to come and buy, he would send the person the location to the shop, but not exactly at the shop. Then he would make sure that they communicate up until the person is in town, and he goes, if the person is not driving, he'll pick the person up and then go to the shop, which will be very close to the location that he sends, and then they go into the shop. So when he walks in, they have this agreement that he just walks in, he goes to the back counter, and they make the transaction. The person pays the money, he gives them the cell phone, he gives them the guarantees that if anything happens, and it's true, if anything happens, you can return the cell phone and they give you a new one, something like that. Yeah, it's legit. So he then sells the cell phone, and that's it. But he doesn't have a shop, but all his customers would think that is his shop, and it's a good thing. So you can have something like that, be it clothing, anything. So do you notice that with my cousin, he doesn't have to have money. All he has to have is petrol money to go to town. of which you probably be in town, or he stays in town anyway. And for me, it was I didn't have to have a car. Anyway, I was walking. When I saw these cars, I would be walking. Then I take the cell phone number. You see, so I didn't need any money to make money. So I made 7,000 from nothing, just from me connecting two people that I didn't know to begin with. So I would walk around and say, okay, look, I'm not coming home until I find a car that has a sticker. And there were so many. So, but nowadays, I don't know if there are still many people selling cars that way, like they'll put a sticker, but I see them now and then, or maybe I'm not paying attention to that. But look around, if you see someone with a sticker, they probably don't know how to post it. And to post something that you're selling on marketplace, or all those things are very easy, guys. If you fail to post on Junkmail, like if you try and then you say, oh, I can't get this, then you just don't want the money, you don't want it. Maybe you are filthy rich, you don't want it, because what else can I say? Because it's easy. And so yeah, that's one thing I wanted to share with you. So you don't always need money to make money. Sometimes you just need to be the middleman, so you can start with nothing. So that's 7,000 that I made. I could then use that money to start some other business. So it's as easy as that. So you don't always need money, but sometimes you just need an idea. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel.